Hello, this is Julie Silver Stitches here on FlossTube, Instagram, and on Facebook. How's everybody doing? Today is Sunday, February 2nd, 2025. Happy Groundhog Day if anybody recognizes the day. I don't know what anybody said around here, but it was definitely cloudy around here, so I don't know what that means. Anyway, cold and cloudy, that's all I know. Apparently I can't stop waving. So I had two finishes. Thank you for joining me. Two finishes this week. They were both from the Glamorous 3 projects that I was stitching for in the Sisk Stitches group. Sorry, I can't stop waving. I don't know what it is. All right, so the first one is from the Reader's Digest Big Book of Cross Stitch. It is Fancy Teapots. This is the first one that I finished. I finished this one on Tuesday, the 28th. So the last one that I worked on was this one over here. It took me far too long to stitch it. I started it a long time ago. No idea when, but a long time ago. And finally decided to put it into a rotation of 3 whips that I would stitch on depending on what the wheel says. Thank you to Sisky. She is the genius behind that idea. She is found, you can find her on Facebook and Sisky Stitches, and she also has an Instagram page as well as a FlossTube. All right, so the second finish that I had from the Glamorous 3 event happened, this took 355 stitches, minus the back stitch, because I don't count back stitch, but minus the back stitch, can't speak, back stitch to finish. So that's this. I'll show you a close-up on the last one that I did. So I did that, well, with the 355, but I did that over 3 stitching sessions, I think, this one. 100, 100, and 355, so, you know, why not? So that's done. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Haven't decided, but we'll go from there. The second one that I finished was the Little Dove's Year cross stitch, Little Dove's Year by Little Dove's Designs, the December portion. So this is this one. I did sub in the green that I was missing for forever, because I didn't have it. I didn't have that specific color. And so that, and I made this a different color, as well as this little border down here. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I had miscounted this whole, I think I dropped it down one more than I was supposed to, and by the time I realized, it was too late. So what I ended up doing is just 2 over 2, over 2 stitches, crosses down here. That worked out. If you look closely, there's, on this end, there's 2 regular size stitches, but is what it is, right? Is what it is. So this is all done. I just did little X's, little teeny tiny little X's for his eyes, because I don't do French knots. They don't get along with me. I did try, and it turned out to be not great. That's that is it for this section, because the only other things that I had worked on were in February, essentially. And this one took 396. This one, 396 stitches, plus the 100, so 496 stitches since you've last seen this to finish. Finished the bottom part of these down here, the darkest green all the way through here, and filled in his white beard with his white mittens that you can't see. Anyway, is what it is. It's done. That's all I know. I'm moving on to January whenever I get the the umph to move on to January. Okay, so I am going to reorganize, and I have been working on steampunk, but I'm going to show you that next in the next clip because I have a new tracking system. So I'm going to pause that here, get all of my new projects that I'm all of the February projects that I'm working on, and I will be back. Hello and welcome back. 2 minutes later. It's been about 20 minutes because I had to run around and find all of the projects that I haven't worked on yet. So here we go. Okay, so February. Some stitchers call it Fancy Lady February. Some stitchers call it Fancy Floss February. Who knows? Some stitchers call it Full Coverage February. So that is what I'm doing. Full Coverage February. I picked out 10 projects because I like the thought of temperature stitching, although I could not incorporate it into the current plan. So what I was trying for all of January, it was disastrous, right? Because I would only get like 1 or 2, maybe 3 projects at the most done per day. So I chose, how did I choose? Okay, so 2 of them are Whip Go. So the 2 Whip Go pieces are, now I have to find everything again, because, you know, why not? Why not, right? My 2 Whip Go pieces are Mini Snow Leopard, which is this, and which currently looks like this, still with all the hanging threads, still looks like this. So I think there is 1,088 stitches in this right now. I feel like there is. Okay, and then the next Whip Go piece, the second Whip Go call, like 8 and 9 or 7 and 8, I think it's 7 and 8, anyway, is Mini Sunset Owl. These are both by Artisy. This is what it's going to look like. And this is where we're at right now. I haven't worked on either of these yet. And I'll tell you my method of working on each project in just a second. So that is where we're at with that one. Neither of these 2 projects have had any work done on them yet. What I'm doing is the 10 projects that I chose, 2 of them are, like I said, the Whip Go projects. One of them is Steampunk Portal because, you know, I need to work on it every single day, so why not? Another project is, the next 3 projects are for the Glamorous 3 event that I was talking about from before, Siski Stitches, and so that's 8. How do I get 4 more projects? Anyway, there's 4 more projects left that I'm calling them round down projects. So to get it, to get it to the closest either 500 or 1,000 mark left stitches. So what I did from that is I calculated all of the stitches remaining. So in my temperature chart then, my temperature stitching, the one with the least amount of stitches remaining turned into 0. The one with the most amount of stitches remaining turned into 9, right? And then everybody filtered all the way through. So we have, at the time when I did this on the 31st, at the time we have anywhere ranging from 12,598 stitches to 91,796 stitches. So those were 2 of them. Then I'm just going to randomly bring you through the rest of them. And then I'll save the ones that I worked on already at the end. I also, if you can see this behind me, have a board. So I have all my goals. I wasn't going to get to this part right now, but I have 0 to 9, them all listed out. And then I have all my goals in red. So if I surpass that goal, So, and then I have also a column in the middle that says, I don't know, stitches? Yeah. So, when I surpass the red goal, so if I make more, like if I stitch more than what's called for here, that number will turn green, because I no longer have to focus on getting as many stitches in on those projects if I want to. And then at the end of the month, I'll calculate how many stitches in total, and then maybe that'll be the new way of working, right? With various projects, not just these projects. Okay, so where are we at? So I did those two, and then another one that was on the board is Mini Butterfly Rose Cross. This is by Bridget Ashwood. It is a is it retired? Anyway, it's a chart from Heaven and Earth Design. I can't tell you if it's retired or not. It might be. Might be just newly retired. Anyways, if it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. I will confirm that later. Okay, so we're going back to this version. I'm pretty sure. Oh, did I tell you I found a phone? Did I tell you that from last week? I think I did, because I showed you already the dragons, right? Not the dragon, the giraffe. I was super excited. Anyway, more on that. But this is Mini Butterfly Rose Cross, Bridget Ashwood. That is all one color, and I'm slowly filling in the 10 by 10 blocks as I go along, because, you know, why not? Anyway, you will see that project anyway, that giraffe project. Exciting! All right, and then the next one on the pile that I don't have in a project bag yet is Ornament Dragon by Lisa Parker. That's what this is going to look like. For some reason, this is on a colored fabric that I'm going to need to frog a little bit out of, but that's okay. Here we are now. So this is 1,000 stitches, I'm pretty sure. So we'll, yeah. When I come down here, then that's when I'm going to need to frog, of course, because, you know, why not? Sorry, this is so late in the day. We were going to go on a road trip, and then we decided not to go on a road trip, and then we went out for some items at the store, and then on the way home we ended up going to my in-laws for an hour or two, and then the sun went down, and now we're, I don't know, 7:30 at night. Anyways, is what it is. All right, so the next one that I have not put in a project bag yet is Mini Dragon in the Morning. So that is going to come out this month for February, full coverage February. And so that's what this is going to look like. This is my piece that has the most amount of stitches. Sorry. Okay, needed. This is the piece that has 91,000 stitches needed. Anyway, so as you can see, it's a little foldy. I need to bring it back out again and work on it, because, you know, it also deserves some love. Just because I put it to the side for a few months doesn't mean that I need to put it to the side forever. So I will be looking forward to getting this back out. Alright, the next one out of the random pile that I have, I think I've worked on everything else. Okay, so we're going to, I'll let you know about what I did. Hazel Steampunk. Hazel's in here. Okay, okay, so this is part of my Glamorous 3 group. So Hazel's World Giraffe is right here. This is what it's going to look like. This was on a phone. I don't know if I told you last week, but this is on a phone that I finally found and finally charged. I think I did. Anyways, and so I ended up putting... Where did my book go? Oh, good grief. I ended up putting in just 100 stitches. Did I work on it earlier this week? Hazel. No. I didn't really focus on a lot of projects that I was going to tell you on last week. None of those happened, really. Alright, so this is where we're at. 100 extra stitches in on Hazel. I'm doing it 2 over 1 on, I feel like it's 18 count, but it's been forever, so I think it's 18 count. So This is by Is this Karen Middleton? I don't know. I'm going to write it down here. I have no idea. I can't remember. Oh, no. This is Dakota Dateweiler. Dakota Dateweiler. Also retired, though. Also Heaven and Earth Designs. Sorry, Dakota Dateweiler. Alright, this will go back in that bag. The next thing that I had worked on because of Glamorous 3 is a new start from last week. This is, I think it was last week. This is Fantasy Home by Artisy. Today I ended up, because I've already done my stitching for today, that was another reason why it's so late. Okay, because, yeah, this is on a 20 count piece of gridded. Easy count is what they call it. I am not a usual easy count person, but I guess I am now because I really like it. It really does make a difference. All right, and here we are. This is an extra 100 stitches. So each Glamorous 3 post that, or goal that I'm making is 900 stitches over the month of February, because there's 28 days, there's 3 projects, so each project will get at least a day, so that's 9 times. Oh my goodness. Alright, this goes back in the bag, and I have my current, you know, the current colors that I'm using, so I'm already all kitted up and ready to go. When I come to a new color, I will put that color on the ring. Is everything calming down for you? Is life getting more chaotic right now? What's going on with you guys? I go for another appointment tomorrow regarding what was happening 2 weeks ago. This time, though, it's for medication, so we'll see how that goes. I'll tell you all about it. No, I won't, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. The next Glamorous 3 project that I have not worked on yet, but it is in the Glamorous 3 900 stitches goal count, is Autumn Fairies. That is this. I haven't worked on it yet, but it was in that bag. So anyway. All right. Autumn Fairies. This is by Karen Middleton. Heaven and Earth Designs. It was a freebie from a long, I don't even know how long time ago. I am currently just working in making sure I have all of these stitches filled in that are in this space here. So I essentially was picking a color, working it down as far as I could, but this has not gotten any progress since the last time I picked it up. But again, 900 stitches for that goal. Also, a whole slew of colors that I need. I'm pretty sure mostly all of them are all there. If I don't have them, then I'll go find it, but mostly all there. Alright, so that was that bag. The other thing that I worked on was for temperature stitching. So this part is for my round down count. Ornament Dragon and Mini Butterfly Rose Cross, Mini Dragon in the Morning. It's all here. Oh boy. Okay, so Mini Beginner Seashell, which is what I'm about to show you, is one of my round down pieces. Mini Snow Leopard is the Whip Go. Mini Sunset Owl is Whip Go. Ornament Dragon is a round down number. Mini Butterfly Rose Cross is a round down number, and so is Mini Dragon in the Morning. Okay. Good grief. Alright, so this, what I'm going to show you, is Mini Beginner Seashell. I started this Labor Day. September 2020. How long have I been going to the trailer for? 2020. Oh man. Anyway, I think I've been working on it for 2 years. Anyways, so here we are. This is what we did today. We have put in, /I, the famous we, have put in at least 112 since you've last seen it. And it's all in this down here. I'm just going back and forth until I finally end up at that bottom line. But here we are. As you can see from the grid marks from the lines of stitching that I've stitched it in a couple different methods. I started it with Royal Rose, changed it out to diagonal. Now when I had filled in the face, because I did the face of the kitten color completing, and now I'm just finishing off that row. The next time I pick it up, well, the next time I finish off that row is going to be finishing an angle, I think. Doing an angle, do a row, do an angle, do a row, and see where I get from there. I don't know though. That's a future Julie predicament. As you can see, I'm still stuffed in my corner. Nothing happened this week. Nothing. Normal. Not normal, but normal enough. Normal enough week. Alright, what are we doing now? Did that. What's this? This goes where? Who knows, man? Who knows? Alright, the next thing and the last thing that I worked on since December 1st. December? What? Since February 1st. Has been Steampunk Portal. Since you last saw it, I might need to do some quick calculations. Oh yeah, no, I put in a lot of stitches. Okay, so since I've been counting for February's challenge, I've put in 290, but another one, if my tablet is on, I can do some quick math. Where is my tablet? Who knows? So we're just going to write down some numbers, do some quick math, and call it a day. Hold on. So, 290, 148, 149. It was 177 stitches plus the 12. 89 stitches that I've put in. I've put in 189 stitches into Mini Beginner Seashell. Man, okay, 17, 5 and 9, no, let's do 5 and 4 and 9, 9 and 9 are 18, 293, okay, 1, 2, 3, so 587, ha, holy bananas. Okay, so I've put in 500 and what? 87 since you've last seen it, but for my challenge that I'm currently working on, I've only put in 290. This is what I'm talking about. This is Steampunk Portal by Heaven and Earth Design. It's the Heaven and Earth Design, it's the Hade Cell 2025, and here we are. So, like you can see, I am bringing the blocks down. So I'm currently working on this block down here. That was the 33 stitches that the 133 that I did today. Anyway, it's looking really good. You can. Just my lighting is really poor right now, I guess. There's little, like, it almost looks like flames. I've called them flames. I don't know what they are. They're little, like, jolts of, like, redness. Anyway, it's fun. One more time. Because why not? Alright, so that is all for my stitching. So we're going to update the board because, you know, why not? get all of this out of the way of markers. Okay, so we're gonna write like this and then I'll show you, okay? Because I don't think I can do both. Okay, so green because we've stitched. So Hazel has 100. And let's do all of them right now. Okay, Steampunk has 290. And Fantasy has 100. And Mini Beginner Seashell has 112. So then that turns the other numbers. Scratchy FlossTube nose. Turns into... I understand that some people say, you know, this is this. So, okay, so Mini Beginner Seashell, 112 stitches from 591 to 409. Hazel is going from 900 to 800. Steampunk Portal is going from 3,000, so that's the monthly goal. What I did for the monthly goal for Steampunk was 134, I think. I ended up saying 134 stitches over 28 days, I think, is 3,752. So if I stitch what I'm supposed to stitch, that number should be 0 by the time the end of February comes around. So 3,752 turns into 3,462, 462. Okay, and then Fantasy Home goes from 900 to 800. Da-da-da-da. All right, so here's my board. With now, oops, everything. And I did not calculate the total, but, you know, it is what it is. I will do that maybe right now. So what's that? 200, 312. 312 plus 290, more fast math that I can't do. Where did the pen go? Dudes, where did the pen go? The pen was right here. Where did it go? Anyway, what did I say? 312 plus 290 is 502? All right, 502. 502 it is. Ta-da! All right. I don't know where the pen went. Anyway, so we are currently sitting at 502 stitches in 2 days. Do-do-do. Sorry about my ring light. Do-do-do-do. Okay. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to share with you. So Heaven and Earth currently right now is having a sale. I was going to call it a sale. Today I ended up racking one of my good friends a gift. She received it, so that's good. And then the other thing is I picked up this. This is... Oh man, it's that new. It's by Hannah Lynn. Sea of the Opal of the Sea. Pearl. I'm gonna put it down here. I have no idea what it's called. Anyways, that's what it is. It's massive. It's like 600 by 550 or something. It's big. It's big. But anyway, that's that. The other thing that I wanted to share with you, if you are in Canada and you have a FlossTube, or you make things, like if you have a fabric or floss dyeing business, or if you are a creator of project bags or miscellaneous items for cross stitch and you are Canadian, I would highly suggest you try to get in contact with Forest City Stitching. This is her name. Lisa is currently putting together a list of our community that lives in Canada that is Canadian. So I don't know if any of you are following, I'm sure you are, that Canada currently is on a Support Canada situation. Anyway, so I just thought that I would share her post and say, you can find her on Instagram, and you can find her, she also has a FlossTube. So reach out to her if you are Canadian, and on her profile on Instagram, she's got a Google Docs that lists the floss tubers, that lists the fabric and floss dyers, and she's got a part of it that is for the bag makers. So if you make project bags, if you dye floss, if you dye fabric, if you're a little independent dyer that would like to sell, if you design as well. So I forgot about that one. If you're a designer as well, she'll have a listing there. Just get in contact with her. If you don't see your name on the list or your business name on the list, put her in, send her a message, write a comment down below on her post. I can't link it. I don't know how, but I'm sure you all can figure it out. But this is her information down here. Otherwise, I think that might be it for me. I don't have anything else going on. So what I do for, I didn't explain this. So what I do for this is each of these, right? I did explain it, but not really. So in order to be able to stitch on all of these things, I'm choosing my Glamorous 3, and that is Siski. Siski is choosing that for me. So Fantasy Home, Autumn Fairies, and Hazel is what I'm calling her, because that's part of her name. One of those will be stitched every day. And then everything else, plus those, but everything else is on the temperature chart. So I have the 10, once the last digit of the temperature for the day gets called, that's the number that's designated to the project. The project gets stitched on for 100 or however long I can stitch on it, because today I ended up stitching 112 stitches on Mini Beginner Seashell. So there's that. Thank you for staying with me for this long. I know it was a little up and down today, but otherwise, I hope you have a great week, or as great as possible you can have. I hope you get as many stitches in as possible, because that's what keeps us cool, calm, and collected, most of us at least. And I, Sparkle and Sean, have a great day. Bye, everybody. Hello and welcome. This is Julie Silver Stitches here on Instagram, FlossTube, and Facebook. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great. This week I have had 2 finishes, and I have started a new rotation plan, so we'll get to that in just a second. But I wanted to show you the 2 finishes first. This one is, they are both Glamorous 3 projects from Siski Stitches. So, fantastic hair. Okay, ta-da! So this is Fancy Teapots. So we'll start at the top, go all the way down to the bottom. This took me a long time to finish. This is from Reader's Digest. It is called Fancy Teapots, from the Big Book of Cross Stitch from Reader's Digest. 2007, 2008, somewhere in there. By the way, it is February 2nd, 2025. Happy Groundhog Day. Did anybody hear anything? Who knows, right? Who knows? Okay, so I'm Julie. Did I say that? This is no. Hello and welcome. This is Julie Silver Stitches here on Facebook,